Where next for Bitcoin? Hello people, I'm the NakedTrader and today we will find out where next for Bitcoin. I will also analyze the following assets: MESC versus USDT, JP Morgan, EA Electronic Arts, Atom, also known as Cosmos versus USDT, and Ethereum. Hello everyone, hope everyone is doing well. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this content and want to be updated every week about weekly market updates and also during the week the specials and the shorts. So subscribe, smash the like button if you like it. And now we will start with Bitcoin. This week we are having a spinner red candle. Nothing much happened the last few days. We are still holding high, but somehow Bitcoin is having some trouble to break the 29,000 level for now. So the last few days, we try to keep as high as possible, but we have multiple rejections for now. So we have some selling pressure here. What was the bottom over here? I'll make last week's plan visible. As you can see, we did hit the line of 29.60, and from there let's see what we can find. So Bitcoin is trying to either push and break the 29 level, or it will retrace a bit and find support to have the next push, because the trajectory is still upwards. From the daily I will change to the 4-hour. Locally we're having a downwards construction on the lower time frame, but also trying to reverse it already in an upwards. So maybe there will be a second attempt for the 29,000K, and I will add a scenario. So these are still valid. So if we manage to break the 29,000, I mean a clear break, like let's go around 31, and then there's also a position open around 29,000 for the next push, but that's also after the gain. And so these are the scenarios still, and this one also still valid. Okay, that's the plan for Bitcoin the coming days. From Bitcoin I will go to MESC versus USDT. This is the weekly chart. It's very important how we will close this week's candle. Let me add some levels. So a closure above 474 will be nice. Then we have a weekly gain of this lower range. So might be interesting to find a position for a long. Okay, so let's go to the daily. Yeah. Okay, so the construction is upwards, low and high, higher low, higher high. Try to hold high and create another high high. We did, but no gain. Okay, and let's see where we can hold to push for the other higher high. And immediately this point's very interesting. The $3.70. Let's break it down. Okay, on the 4 hour we see more. The $3.30 is already tested here with this wick. This one also already tested. Okay, the $3.70 is also already tested. The $3.92 is still open. I will add some scenarios for the coming days. So either a retracement and you can enter on the long around $3.92 and try to break the current $6 area with a potential of 7, with a potential high of $7.24. Or more defensive play around $3.30 and try to come back in the current range of $5.45. And if it somehow already go to the next resistance, the $7.24, then there will be a new long entry around $5.45 or $4.74. And try to aim for the next high. Okay, so that will be either the $5.45 or the $4.74. So that is the plan for MESC USDT the coming days, and from MESC I will go to JP Morgan. I will start at the monthly chart, and for now I will draw in some levels. From the monthly is still in an upwards trajectory. It have a higher low here, but the top is low. Didn't test this top yet, so let's change to the weekly. The weekly was downwards, filled the CME cap here, then tried to go upwards. Weekly gains from the last drop off. And we found resistance at the 141 area. Okay, from the weekly I will change to the daily. Okay, locally we are having a downwards construction. Now to the 4 hour. Yeah. Okay. So I will draw some scenarios. Now we need to find support somewhere. And probably around 110 will be an interesting point. See if we can hold support and try to come back in the range of 131. Or we will go all the way back to the start of the impulse, the 104.40, and try to come back in the current range of 131. Aggressive entry will be around 18%. Defensive entry will be around 25%. I think I will aim for the defensive play, the 104.40. And if we lose support at the 104.40, things are not looking good, then we will probably go back all the way to the $81 area. Yeah, Okay, that's the plan for JP Morgan. And from JP Morgan, I will go to Electronic Arts. Okay, this is the monthly chart. Last few months we are grinding downwards. I'll start draw some levels. And from the monthly we will go to the weekly. Also at the weekly, high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low. Construction is very downwards. It's trying to find support. So if we reject here at the 128, then next support will be around 105. And if we lose support of 105, then the next support is 92.52. What we'd like to see, of course, is, I'll show you, we like to see the gain of the drop off, and I prefer to see a weekly gain, and if yes, then you can enter more aggressive around 114.39 and to create another higher high, because then the downwards construction change into an upwards construction. After the weekly gain from the 128.92. Okay, and from Electronic Arts, I will go to Atom or Cosmos versus USDT. This is the weekly chart. Let me start draw some levels. So currently we are rejecting the last drop off, the weekly drop off from 1473, which brought us all the way to $8.90. So Normally I would say a fail to gain is to go back to the start of the impulse. Okay. We try to hold at $10.50. Okay. So either from here we will straight go and test the $14.73, or we will reject the $13.12 and then go back to the start of the impulse, and that is around $8.46, and try to break the $10.50 again. Well, we immediately go to this low and test it, the $8.46 support area. And if we somehow lose the $8.46, then we will probably go all the way to $6.77 or even lower to try to come back in. Yeah. So that's the plan for Cosmos Atom versus USDT. And from here, I will go to Ethereum. Ethereum also has a spinner weekly candle red. Important how we will close this week's candle. I prefer to see it above the $16.50 area. We are still maintaining the upwards trajectory, but having some heavy resistance where we are between 1700 and 1850. All these lows are functioning as resistance. And from the weekly, I will change to the daily. So for now, it's undecisive where to go. Rejections, multiple rejections. There's no daily gain from this drop off the 1780 area. I will make last week's plan visible. And then I'll change to the 4-hour. Seems very undecisive. Yeah, and the plan from last week is still valid. But if the rejections keep coming, then the retracement is more likely. And the 1645 might be too optimistic. So I'm not surprised if the retracement will be a little lower, and that is, can be around 1505, and try to come back in the 1770 area and try to create a higher high. Okay, so that's the plan for Ethereum the coming days. I want to thank you guys for watching this week's episode. Don't forget to subscribe, join Team NakedTrader, smash the like button, follow me in all the socials. You can find it in the banner and also in the description down below. Thank you guys, have a nice week, trade safe, and see you in the next one. Bye!